Hello guys, welcome back. So now here we are in document posting. So in document posting, what we have done, we have posted a transactions in the previous session. Okay, now I'll just do one thing. I think in previous session I posted a transaction that rent account debit, and I think bank account was credited here. Okay, now let me open SAP first. So here, go to F-02. Okay, now so I'll post one more transaction. Give your company code here, and then if we talk about document type, a default document type is appearing here, always associated with the transaction code. That is why I said like no need to remember the transaction code, sorry, document type, because when you enter a particular T code, then document type, associated document type is going to appear automatically. Okay, now here document date, posting date, that I said like this logic will be explained in upcoming session. Everybody just be on mute, guys. Noise is coming. Okay. If you unmute the audio, then as I said, like sometime echo voice or noise will be coming to me. So be on mute. Okay. So now here, and I'll tell you guys, don't make any experiment while classes, because I have seen somebody's are clicking here and there, right? So that things are appearing here. Okay. So it will create some disturbance. Now give the currency here. Okay. So this is called document header, which is already explained in the previous session, and this is called line item. Now here posting key 40, 40 means debit, right? Okay. Now again the question is, like as I said, like document type, no need to remember document type, but here posting key 40, 50, and even other posting keys are also there. So the question is, do we need to remember the posting key? So I'll tell you guys, no need to remember even posting key also. Okay. Why it is not needed, in the sense why, like no need to remember this posting key and all that also I'll let you know, right? Later on we are going to change the T code, transaction code, but before that I have to explain certain things. So now enter your GL account. So 40 means debit. So let's suppose rent account or auditory account or any particular GL account is going to be debited. So give that GL code, right? You can find out the GL code from FS00 or is FS00 transaction code, or else you can click here on this drop down and you can get the GL list. Press enter here. Now look at here, guys. There is an error called period 06 is not open. So what to do in this case, guys? What is the solution of this error? Someone just tell me.
You can need to open on posting period variant to change the period.
Now, so we'll have to
Open and close posting period.
Okay, good. Now here, let me open one more screen. Here go to OB52 and we have to open the period. What is the posting period? So TM22 itself. That is why I say better to keep the same code so that it will be quite easy for you people to remember, right, the code. So now here my period is 5th, and since it is September, so we have entered in a new, like this is a new month, so here it's supposed to be 6th period. Now 6th period, when I open from period 6 and to period 6, it means the previous one, in the sense like August is closed, only September is open. If you need to open August also, give here 5. Now what we have to do, guys, so now you guys are quite, like, you're able to understand the logic behind open and close the period. So after that, what will happen? Every month this error will appear. Every month this error will appear, right? So what you have to do, you just click on, you just give here 1 to 12. Okay, in the sense what I have done, I have opened the period for whole year. In this testing scenario only, I am talking about, like, we can open the period for whole year. In real time, it is not going to be open. In real time, only current periods will be open, right? Here, why I said like open for whole year, because as I said, every month in this error will appear. So every time you have to come back to OB52 and you have to open the period. Since you understood the logic, so now you open the period for whole year and save it, so that next time onwards, this error will not appear, even if the period, in the sense, even if we enter in a different month also, in a different period also, because here we have opened the period for entire year itself. Okay, so next time onwards, this error will not appear. Now come back here and press, and look at here, the period 6 was already determined by system based on this date. Which date? Always posting date, right? Long back I have seen there was a question that, okay, when you are going to post a transaction, so SAP is going to determine the period, isn't it? So when the SAP is going to determine the period, then there will be two different dates are going to be specified over there, documented and posting date. So from which date, which is going to be considered by system, from which date the period is going to be determined by system? So always posting date. Okay, always posting date. Now, and what is the difference between documented and posting date? That also I'll explain, don't worry, in upcoming session. Now press enter. Okay. Give your amount, a particular amount. Okay, text field is the required entry here. So you just do one thing. I'm just going to give something here like test. It's okay. And then credit, and here credit bank account. So it's HDFC Bank I have already created. So I've given this bank GL code. Press enter again. So credit also same amount. Either you can give the amount or else you can put star. And then here text, same text you can give, or else you can give plus also. So the same text is going to be copied. Whatever we have given on debit side, it is going to be copied here. And instead of amount, even you can give the amount, or else you can put star also. Same amount is going to be copied. These are the things. Okay. Now, so to see the entry, you can click on document and simulate. Before posting the transactions, you can see here, this is your debit, this is your credit, 40 and 50, right? Or else here, look at your debit and this minus is credit. Okay. Now here, click on post. If you have posted this transaction, look at here now, document 1001 was posted in company code TM22. So here the question is that what about this document number, where it is coming from, right? How SAP is able to determine this document number? Why 1001 itself? Why not 1004? Why not 1005? Why not 1000? right? Multiple time I have seen like people have asked. This is a very basic question, guys, but even I'll tell you, nothing is basic, nothing is easy, right? Logically, if we talk about, there are multiple people going to be failed here itself. The kind of answer which is given by the candidates and all, they feel that yes, I have given the correct answer, but it is not satisfactory because people want logic, right? So here, this, if we talk about document number 1001, right, where it is coming from, I'll tell you, everybody will say that it is coming from number ranges, isn't it? So when you say, or everybody says,
Document type, sir.
yeah, tell me.
It will come from document type.
It will come from document type.
If we
Num-
set the essay, then we set the document range is the 01. If we go to the another, vendor posting, that will be document type. It will be different.
Mhm.
Number range status.
Number and
There
status.
is number. There is a different number range.
Okay. Mhm. Okay, so my question is, guys, now here, like the question was like 1001, right? So how SAP understood that it should be 1001 itself?
To NR status. NR status plus one.
Yes, you say if we post the transaction, it will be updating the NR status automatically.
Okay, perfect. So now you guys are able to remember. Yes. So what I said here, NR status, right? So what we have to see, like how you have to explain. So first of all, you have to explain the things in a sequence, right? Because you guys are able to understand that earlier, the same thing I have already explained in the previous session, right? I have shown theoretically also, practically also. Now here, more practically in the sense like now we are able to post the transactions, right? So the clarity will be more. Now here, if you go to FB N1, right, or else go to OBA7 itself, OBA7. From here also, you can trigger the number range. So now here, SA document type is being triggered. Double click. So when we are posting a transaction, right, when we are posting the transactions, so what you have to say while transaction posting, first of all, SAP is going to trigger the document type, right, against which document type this transaction is going to be posted. So SAP found, system found, it's SA document type. See, when SAP is going to search this, when you pressed your like Control S, or else when you click here on save button, look at here, I'm talking about this one. So when you click on this save, right now it is not highlighted because once you enter all the details, this button is going to be highlighted. So when you click on save button, then what will happen? Within a fraction of, with a lightning speed, SAP is going to search all these things, right? Okay. Now, so here SAP is going to check first of all, this transaction is getting posted against which document type? The answer is SA. It's a SA document type. It is there on the screen itself. In background, then the system is going to search that against SA document type, what is the number range code we have given? So it is 01. Against this 01, click on number and informations. And for company code TM22, right? Click on here interval. This is change interval means you can enter other number range also. Click on here display. So against 01, here we are having 01, 02, right? So why not 02? So as I said, 01 itself is assigned against document type, right? So 01 system is going to trigger 01 from document type. SAP came to know 01. Against 01, what is the number range we have? What is the range here, right? So it is 1000 to 1999. And from this one, I said why 1001? So 1001 means whenever the first number in the previous session when we have posted a transaction, What was the number? The first number was 1000. So 1000 means what? Always, while transaction posting, SAP is going to search this number range status, as you all said, right? Number and status. So number and status play a crucial role in terms of, like, in order to identify the next number. So the first document 1000. Why? Because NR status was blank. Blank equals to 0. So in that case, SAP is going to generate the smallest number from this range. Always, when the NR status is 0, it means smallest number. So smallest number was 1000, that got generated, and when 1000 got generated, immediately 1000 will be updated here, right? And again, now we have posted the next document. So what is happening? Again, in the same way, SAP is going to identify the things, and then SAP found that here NR status was 1000. So what is the next document, guys? It is 1001. And now here 1001 is appearing. 1001 is appearing here, right? So now what is happening, guys? This, when we are going to post the next transaction, then what will happen? Again, 1001 is already is updated here. So the next document number will be 1002, right? NR status plus 1. This is what the logic to generate the next document number. If I assign 02, then what will happen? From this number range, SAP is going to trigger the number. Now, so this is what the logic. Again, there are certain other uses also. Click on back button. Okay. Now, as I said, look at here, these two fields are being controlled by document type itself. I'll tell you guys, here lots of people, I can say like 80% plus people always say field status variant. But these are the two fields which is being controlled by document type. You save it, you check it, right? Even this is also explained earlier itself, but again, you can check it practically. Now, here I have given, let's suppose, NEGL. Okay. So here header text and reference field. I have not given anything. Press enter. Okay. So for a document type SA, an entry is required in field document header text. It means you have to enter certain input here. Okay. Now, again, if you press enter, look at here, now it is saying that reference field also you have to enter. So these two fields, in the sense, now what is happening? See, the differences are very minor, right? That we have to understand. Let's suppose I said like 80% of the people are going to be confused that this document, like when somebody asks, okay, reference field or header text, how it is getting controlled. So 80% of the people says it's field status variant. Always. That's my observation and it happens, right? But still, at least 20% people know that it is being controlled by document type, right? But still, minor level we have to understand, okay, something. Now, so these two fields are getting controlled by document type, and these two fields are coming at which level, guys? Look at here, it is at document header level, right? These two fields are appearing at header level. Okay, keep in your mind, because I have to explain some differences, right? Or else, because I'll tell you, there 99% of the people are going to stuck. Okay, so now whatever these two fields are there, in the sense reference and header text, this is being controlled by document type. And the second thing is, and most important thing is, that these two fields appear at header level. There is a difference between header and line item. I told you already in the previous session, I have already explained what is the difference. Header means it is applicable. Whatever the informations we are giving here, this is applicable to every line item, right? Every line item. This is debit, right? Debit transactions. Debit transactions for which company code? For this company code. Debit transactions for which document type? What is the posting date? Isn't it? So now here, okay. Now, just give me a second, guys. Okay, so now here, so we have entered, and as I said, like this is appearing at header level. Okay, now system is, now we are able to proceed further. So, and one more thing is there, guys. So now here what is happening? This one, reference and header text. I made these two fields as a required entry at document type. Now, so here it's fine. It's okay. This document type is going to control. But as we know, document type is a client level setting. So when you made this header text and reference field a required entry, then what will happen, guys? Then it is going to be required for every company code, for Tata Steel also, Tata Motor also, Tata Chemical also, or whatever the further subsidiaries are there for Tata Group. For every company code, it is going to be required. Now what will happen? Like, let's suppose if there is any conflict, when the Tata Motor says that while posting a normal transaction, general transaction, I mean to say JV, general vouchers, like such kind of entry, right? When they are using F-02, Tata Motor says that when I'm posting the transactions, header text and reference field must be a required entry. Whereas Tata still says, no, while posting the transactions for this, what to say, F-02, this must be optional. Now what to do in that case? One like company code is saying it must be required entry. Another company code is saying it must be optional, right? So that is also possible. Why? Because now here, right now, at this point of time, if you made it as a required entry, what is happening, guys? It become what is a required for every company code. Why? Because it is a client level setting, right? But again, such kind of things are also possible where we have to go for certain other settings and all, and then we can, other configurations are also there, but that will come into picture later in later classes and all. We'll see that. Right now, what is happening? As of now, if you made any changes at document type level, then what will happen? The impact will be for every company code. Okay, the impact will be for every company code in the sense, now what will happen? Let's suppose I'm trying to post a transaction. Somebody, let's suppose, and it happens. Somebody, what is happening, guys? Somebody is going to change the number range. Like I have created 01. Maybe from from you people, from your side, somebody has created a number in 05 and saved it. Isn't it? So document type is one itself, SA document type. I have created 01 number range. If everybody has created 01 number range, it's okay. They're going to assign 01. Now, out of you, somebody, not only you, in the sense like in this server, multiple people are there. Thousands of people are there. Say, for example, anybody has created number in 05 and that guy has, he or she has assigned 05. Now what is happening, guys? So here, if you post a transaction, now there is a problem. So here you have to give, like, let's suppose these are the required entry. And then this is the problem. Right, in company code, this one, number in 05 is missing. So 05 is missing for what? It means here what is happening? SAP is triggering. SAP is able to trigger this number, document type SA, and then the next thing is here itself system has stuck 05 number range. But when SAP is going to check here, right? So here there is nothing called 05. It's only 01, 02. So if 05 is already created, and if you have given a range, then only that is going to be triggered by system. Or else what will happen? So this is what. So two solutions are there. Either you have to create another number range with 05 code, or else you have to change it. So better to keep always 01 itself, so that anyway we have to understand the logic, right? So when you are going to create a different number range, then what is happening? You are going to face the problem. The reason behind is 98%, 99% of the people will keep 01 itself. If anyone has created 05, 02, 06, right? So always, every time while posting the transactions, you have to change the number range, right? So you are going to change the number range from 05 to 01, right? But 99% of the people have already created 01 itself, isn't it? So in that case, there'll be a problem. So anyway, I have just assigned. Okay. Now, the next thing is, so here, and just I'll do one thing, just make it optional itself. This is what the use. Now, so here, if we talk about like basic setting, guys, we have already seen. Now fiscal year variant, posting period variant. The first setting was posting period variant. What is the use of posting period variant? We all know very well now, because posting period means controlling the period, right? Transaction posting will not be allowed in the previous period or future period if only current period is open. Right now, what will happen, guys? Right now, if you post a transaction, so 02, let's see what is happening. Posting data, I have given this one, and so press enter. Look at here at bottom, there is a message, right? 06. So now here adjusted in the sense like, so this is just press enter once again. So second, so first one was a kind of notifications or warning message, you can say. Second one is also a warning message only. Check document date is in future. It means SAP is able to realize that it is a future date, and it is notifying us with the help of what? With the help of a warning message. But still it will allow, right? It will allow to post the transactions. But again, how come future date transaction is going to be posted today? Right? So that's what I said. In real time, always what happened, guys? Current period will be open, or else if required, previous periods are going to be open, isn't it? Okay, so now here, if so here, what is the control of this posting
Sir,
period?
I can't understand this logic. Future entry, future
Which
date.
repeat again here what you said.
Sir, I can't understand this logic. Like future date entry.
No, future date entry in the sense, I'll tell you generally what is happening. I told you people that what is the use of posting period. So posting period is going to control the transaction posting, right? So transaction posting, when we are going to post a transactions, right? So today is like, let's suppose whatever, like this is the date. Okay, so this is, so when you have to post a transactions, you are going to post a transaction which belongs to this date, or maybe a transaction, old transaction, which is like 10 days old to 15 days old, right? Which you might forgotten to post. Now you are posting right now, isn't it? But whatever transaction is going to happen after 10 days, that is not possible. How can we come to know that after 10 days this transaction is going to, like, in the sense in future, right? Which transaction is going to take place on, let's suppose 12th of September or 28th of September, right? So that is future transactions which we don't know, right? And that is not supposed to be posted here in SAP. Future transactions anyway, it is not possible. Either you have to post the transactions, current transactions, or else some previous transactions which user has missed out to post the transactions and all. So here in SAP, what happened? What is the use of posting period? So posting period means generally we are going to open and close the period. So always what happened, guys, in posting period, I have given, like, let's suppose 9 to 9. 9 to 9 means current period, September period. So it means whatever the September, it means it is putting a restrictions. It is putting a restrictions, right? Putting a restrictions in the sense like current period transactions only will be posted. Future period transactions are not going to be posted. But now what I have done, 1 to 12 I have opened, right? From 1st till 12th I have opened, right? So here what is happening? The disadvantage is that even if you are trying to post a transactions which belongs to 10th period also or 11th period also, system will allow, right? But as I said, it's okay. System will allow, that's okay. But in real time, what is happening? In real time, always current periods are only going to be open. In real time, current periods are going to be open. Here I said that you open period for whole year. Why? Because no need to open and close period again and again. Every month error is going to appear, isn't it? So now that is the reason. That is the reason. Here, if you talk about, right, this is my posting period. Where is that? PM22, right? Yeah, that's one. So look at here. Now I have opened 1 to 12. 1 to 12 means whole year, right? Generally what happened? It was supposed to be 9 to 9. Okay. Now, so 9 to 9, if you open 9 to 9, then what will happen? System is going to restrict the transaction posting in the future period and previous period also, right? But when you made it 1 to 12, it means from this period, in the sense like from April till March, to any period you're ready to post the transactions, you can post the transactions, right? So since here we have to test multiple things, in upcoming session there are certain transactions which you have to post in the previous date. There are certain transactions which we may have to post in the future date also. Why? Because you have to understand the logic, right? So in order to make you understand the logic and all, certain experiments we have to make. That is why I said that better to. So when you are going to open the transactions, post the transactions in the previous date or future date, then system is going to show error if only current period is open, right? So that is why I said in order to avoid that error, you open the period for whole year, right? Because posting period related issues you guys came to know already. So in basic setting, first of all I have explained posting period variant. So posting period variant, what is the logic? Now you guys are able to understand that posting period variant means it controls the period, in the sense transaction posting period, whatever the periods are there, right? So it controls the posting period, guys. In the sense with the help of posting period, we can open and close the period. So it is applying a kind of restrictions that yes, transaction will be posted in the period which is opened here in posting period variant. That is what I wanted to say. I have opened here 9th period, it means September 1 transactions. If I say here 8 to 9, it means August 1 transactions and September. In the sense these two period transaction postings are allowed, right? Or else if I say only 8 to 8, it means only August month transactions which belongs to August period, August month, that is only going to be allowed, right? When I open 1 to 12, it means from whole year transactions belongs to any period for this financial year, system will allow to post this. So this is what posting period variant is applying a kind of restrictions that in which period user can post the transactions. This is what the control. Okay. Now, second thing is fiscal year variant. I've explained fiscal year variant. So fiscal year variant again. Now practically I'm showing this, guys. So fiscal year variant, what is the use, guys? Fiscal year variant means which financial year we are using, whether it is calendar year or non-calendar year. First of all, that is going to be triggered by system. That if it is non-calendar year, then what is the challenges? In the previous session we have already seen, right? In non-calendar year, what is happening, guys? The challenges we have already seen, in the sense like, even though it is September month, right? It is a September month, but again, the period, which period, guys? September month means which period? Somebody just tell me.
Sixth period, sir.
So sixth period. Now here, so sixth period must be open, right? So SAP is going to check here the period, in the sense like sixth period must be open, right? Yeah, I was giving ninth and all as per calendar year, so don't. Okay, so here sixth period must be open, right? So now here, so period means which period supposed to be open. So here we have open sixth period. Okay, and how SAP will come to know that the sixth period is September only, right? If I open, like, let's suppose fifth to sixth, right? It means fifth and sixth both are open. So how SAP will come to know this sixth equals to September and fifth equals to August? So that SAP will come to know with the help of your setting, which is there in fiscal year variant, which I have already explained in details. We have created, we have given year shift also. I have explained the logic behind this year shift, where like 99% of the people will be having confusions. Entire world know how to create this hosting period variant, fiscal year variant, but still 99% of the people become confused, right? Because when somebody is going to ask the questions from fiscal year variant, definitely they'll ask the questions from year shift, right? So the calculations which is there in year shift, that logic you guys need to understand, or else even you guys also will stuck. That is the reason a complete example I have given. I told you guys that where we can apply -1 as a year shift. I explained there practically where we have to apply +1. That logic I have explained, isn't it? So those things I have already explained over there, like when we can apply -1, when we can apply +1. Okay, so now here fiscal year variant means, first of all, SAP is going to identify here. Now go to, what is the fiscal year variant I have created, guys? So you can just do one thing. I think TX was there, TX. Okay, so you can check through OB37 the assignment, or is OBY6. Okay, OBY6 here, and almost whatever the basic settings related assignments are there. Look at here. So here TX, right? This is your field status. This is your posting period. So go to OB29. Okay, it is logged by already someone. Anyway, we have to see only display only, so you can click here yes. Okay, or is during configuration, if this is appearing, then SM12 transaction code you guys have to use. So let me open and TX. Right now what is happening, system will show this in display mode. We cannot make any edit or changes. Double click on here, periods. So now here September means as per calendar year 9th month. So September means which period? 6th period that we have defined here, isn't it? So first of all, what happened, guys? Now the question is again, so I said posting period variant and fiscal year variant, right? So when you post a transaction, first of all, what is going to be triggered by system? Posting period variant or fiscal year variant? First of all, which one is going to be checked by system? Posting period variant or fiscal year variant, guys? Someone tell me.
Physical year variant only, sir.
Why fiscal year variant here?
Because it's a calendar year or non-calendar year one first, and
Okay, I'll tell you guys. So of course, whatever the answer was there is correct. Fiscal year variant now, but okay. After the answer, be on mute, guys, because noise is coming now. Because I know like fans are running or maybe multiple causes will be there. Okay, so fiscal year variant. Now the major thing is, of course, calendar year, non-calendar year, that matters. But the major things which I was expecting here. Now I said I'm posting a transaction on this date, right? So now this is September. September means which period? Sixth period. So SAP is going to check sixth period is open or not. But here posting period variant means sixth period is open or not. Now let's suppose 6 to 6. Okay, it means sixth period supposed to be open. Now, but first of all, so as I said, like which period, isn't it? So first of all, system is going to trigger this fiscal year variant. Why? Because with the help of fiscal year variant, SAP will come to know 9 equals to which period, which month. So 9th is September. September equals to 6th period. So first of all, SAP should come to know that September equals to 6th period, right? Then only SAP is going to check that, okay, now I have to check 6th period is open or not. So first information SAP is going to check and get from fiscal year variant. September month posting is happening. So SAP is going to collect the informations from fiscal year variant. You tell me September equals to which period. Now what is happening? SAP got the informations. In the sense, I'm just trying to make you people understand and all. Of course, multiple programs are there in the background by which these things are getting triggered. So now here what happened? With the help of fiscal year variant, SAP came to know that September equals to sixth period. Sixth period. Now SAP is going to check here in background that against posting period variant, sixth period is open or not. How simple the question is that, okay, from these two, which is going to be triggered first? So logically, I explain this, it is very simple to understand, right? But when you talk about configurations, you have created posting period variant, you have created fiscal year variant, you have created field status variant. Now if somebody is going to ask, you tell me from fiscal year variant, posting period variant, which one is going to be triggered by SAP first, right? So when you say fiscal year variant, when you say posting period variant, these are the two answers. Somebody will say fiscal year variant, somebody are going to say posting period variant. But I'll tell you guys, that is not at all the answer. People will say that you have to justify with the logic. When you have to justify with the logic, 99% of the people are going to be failed, right? You have to give a logical answer. Or else, if you select like option A, option B, that is not the answer. They will say, why option A, why option B? That you have to justify. There itself, people are failed because those who are having understanding, they will be able to justify easily. They can provide the proper logic behind that. Okay, but only 2%, 1% people. Okay, so fiscal year variant means now you guys are able to understand that first of all, when you post a transactions, so the first information SAP needed is that is like this transactions belongs to which period. How SAP will come to know from fiscal year variant, because there itself we are going to like set up all those things that, okay, January equals to which period, February equals to which period, March equals to which period. If it is non-calendar year, if it is a calendar year, then entire story is finished. No problem. Why? Because the dates also we are entering in as per calendar year itself, and the fiscal year variant which we are using, that is also calendar year itself. There is no problem. There is no conflict. Where is the conflict? The conflict is we are posting a transactions as per calendar year, in the sense like whatever the calendar date is there, as per that we are posting the transactions. But what is happening, guys? This company code is following non-calendar year, isn't it? So that is why we have to specify a fiscal year variant, and there we have to specify all these things, right? That even though the transaction is getting posted in September month, which is ninth month as per calendar year, we have given ninth month, but actually what is happening? This ninth month is the sixth period, in the sixth period as per the non-calendar year which we have specified into SAP. Okay, and based on that only we have opened the sixth period in posting period variant. Okay, so this is what the logic. Now fiscal year variant, isn't it? So posting period variant, fiscal year variant, and the next one was field status variant, right? Field status variant is also having control, we all know. Now practically we have to see, right? But practically I'll just do one thing, guys. I'll explain this practically in next session. Okay, so now if any question is there, you guys can ask the question.
The error which I was getting, I think you have shown, I think, right? In this. Oh,
Which error you are getting?
that fields relating to that field sets variant only, because the
So
thing.
on that multiple sessions are there here. It's not going to be like a single session. There are upcoming sessions are also there. So the more clarity you are going to get once we proceed further.
Yeah, because somewhere it was assigned as a required, and somewhere it was optional. So maybe that was coming in.
That is going to be covered in upcoming session that I have not covered yet.
Sure, sure.
Maybe in next session, or maybe 2-3 sessions altogether it's going to take. That's what I'm saying, you guys. Very simple and very like small error is there, but in order to understand the logic, it's going to take too much time. In too much time, in the sense I have to give explanations like 1 hour explanations I have given on one thing, another 1 hour on one thing, right? Then it is going to, then the logic behind this like error you guys are going to understand, right? But once you understood those logic and all, then what is happening, you will never forget in your entire life. This is how you guys are going to become a consultant.
Okay. And even for the video, sir, I think if you give the name, I mean, which topic it is, it will be easy to choose.
Okay, that you can suggest on
that
WhatsApp. Guys, here any questions related to the topics till now which I have covered.
So for posting period, can it be automated? Like in the sense, for every month you have to change the posting period, right? At the beginning of the month, can it be done automatic?
Automatically also it is possible. Very rarely it is going to be used, but automatically also it is possible. But again, functionally, if you talk about like functional consultant, no. In that again, technical things are involved, right? So not possible to show here how it is going to be automated. But yes, it is possible. See, nothing is impossible, guys. Everything is possible, right? But again, automatically in the sense like, let's suppose if we have made it automated with the help of some technical changes and all, right? Still, I'll tell you guys, still you have to handle this manually, isn't it? Automatically in the sense what is happening? Max to max, you can do one thing, that okay, when the date is like, when the date is going to be changed, when we have entered like from August to September, then what will happen in OB52 automatically like periods are going to be changed. Okay, certain logics are going to be written by technical consultant. They made some changes and they made it automated that every the beginning of the month automatically the periods are going to be changed. It's okay, but what will happen again if you got any request from end user, so I need to post a transaction in the previous period, right? So in order to understand that requirement, what will happen? One, must be having brain, right? You as an individual, you understood the requirement, what exactly he is saying or she is saying. Based on that, you have to take the actions, isn't it? So now here what is happening? Manually we have to open the previous period. SAP means what? It is a software, right? Based on certain instructions, it is going to work out, isn't it? So that's what I'm saying. There are multiple, what to say, places and chances are there where we have to apply our mind, right? But SAP is not having its own mind, isn't it? So that is why even if it is going to be automated, still there are multiple, what do you say, cases and chances where you have to act manually, in the sense you have to open this previous period manually, only because once you receive the requirement, based on that we are going to open the previous period and all. So even if it is automated also, in that case also, people will must be having like whoever the management is there, they'll be having like authorizations to open and close the period, and manually also they have to do it.
Thank you, sir.
I tried to post a transaction. I posted a transaction. I didn't simulate, and the total debit was not equal to total credit. But it didn't throw error. It saved it. I tried to delete it, but I couldn't find where is the option to delete the transaction posted.
Total debit was not equals to total credit, and then you are able to post the transactions. What is your company code here? You tell me.
TM79.
Okay, first of all, updated. So which GL you have used here?
I think rent account. I think
Now here,
I use all of.
I'll check it. Don't worry. So go to. So whatever transactions are getting posted, guys. Okay. Now, so when you check it, FPL3N. By this we can check the GL report that I have not explained, but anyway that I'll show you now. So here 4,000. Okay, you can just execute here. So these are the transactions which you have posted. Okay, now look at here, these two transactions you have posted, 1,000 and 1,500. So anyone, if you double click here, I'll tell you guys, always debit must be equals to credit. If it is not equals, then what is happening? System will not allow you to post the transactions as of now, right? In upcoming sessions, multiple things I have to add it, guys, isn't it? And I know some of you have already taken this training, even the basic knowledge itself, it's okay. But so as of now, what is happening? As of now, you guys know that debit must be equals to credit. Okay, so it is like your transactions, you felt that debit is not equals to credit, and then system is allowed. No, debit must be equals to credit, and it is equals to credit only. Look at here. In your case, debit and credit both are equal. Or even if it is other GL also, in the same way you can check. Okay, it is going to be equals only. Anything else, guys? Generally what happened, the query session I don't record, guys, but I'm recording. Why? Because you know that some issue was there with this GoToMeeting. So now I switched to the previous version. So I'm just testing it, how the recordings are happening, so that I'll get back to the technical team. Any questions, guys, from anyone before wrapping up the session? Okay, so I think there is no question. Okay, guys, then we close the session here itself. Okay, see you guys in next session. Bye bye. Have a good day.